My name is Madison Sloan, and I'm a Global Strategic Account Manager for the Electronic Materials Division of Industrial Coatings. I think there are a lot of ways you could take an answer to a question like this. Honestly, there's just so many. But I think the most obvious and the key benefit of waterborne coatings is their potential to impact the carbon footprint of our entire industry on the environment. PPG has an intense focus around innovating sustainable, eco-friendly coatings options. One of our leading technologies being waterborne coatings. So with the conversion from solvent-borne coatings to waterborne coatings, we've been able to drastically reduce the carbon footprint of our entire industry on the environment, with the goal of maintaining and protecting the earth for many generations to come, while still being able to enjoy all of the benefits that coatings offer. I don't actually come across this misconception too often, but I imagine that is one of the benefits to working with the experts in the industry. I have heard this misnomer a couple times from friends and family when I'm at first describing what industry I work in. And I think the key difference is what you're describing in the system or how specifically you're trying to reference it. So for example, a water-based coating only has to be able to be dissolved in water. A really simple example of this would be honey dissolved in hot water. Honey here would be your resin. Once the water evaporates, then you have your lovely honey coating on the surface that you applied it to. In order to be considered a waterborne coating, the resin actually has to be dispersed within the water and interacting with the water molecules. So it's a bit more complex, generally much more stable than a water-based coating would be considered. So it's a little embarrassing how difficult it was for me to down select to just one, but I decided on our Aquacron stain-resistant clear coat. And while I see so much benefit and personally enjoy the colored coatings that PPG develops, it's really been the functional coatings that have been the front runners for me this past year. Working from home more often, all of my devices have taken a lot more wear and tear, and dare I even call it a little bit of abuse. So the Aquacron stain resistant clear coat not only has increased stain resistance in a waterborne coating, but it also imparts anti-fingerprint functionalities. So it keeps my surfaces looking cleaner, stain-free, and smudge-free longer. Absolutely, I have to say that my favorite part is the people that I get to work with on a daily basis. I have lived in Europe, and in graduate school I worked with a diverse group of people. In previous roles I worked with diverse teams, but nothing to this scale. This role has truly allowed me to see the diversity within our own company. On a daily basis, I'm working with teams across the world. I work with people in technical, in procurement, in manufacturing and marketing. Never before in one role have I gotten exposure to people of such diverse backgrounds and educations and expertise. So it's been very humbling and gratifying to see the level of engagement that we have across the entire organization and to work with people to enable this shift to more sustainable coatings. So I think there's a couple ways to look at it, right? Staying connected to customers or staying connected to friends and family, they're all exceptionally important. And certainly you can't replace face-to-face interactions, but I'm extremely grateful to live in the time with the electronic capabilities that we have now. You know, whereas before I might have sent a text or an email, now I find myself picking the phone up and calling or video chatting with somebody to have that same conversation. So while I absolutely look forward to a time where I can hug friends and family or grab a cup of coffee with a coworker, I try to focus on the gratitude I have and the capabilities that we do have that are facilitating these new times that we're facing.